Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to a new vlog. Today I have a list a mile long to tackle. Starting off with cleaning up the kitchen really good. I actually have our new refrigerator coming today, so I want to clean a little bit. One thing about me is I will get so embarrassed if the house is disgusting, especially behind the fridge. I haven't pulled it out in a long time, so there's no telling what's back there. So I don't want to be embarrassed when they get here. And yeah, I just need to quickly tidy up, vacuum and everything, with the dogs and the dog hair. I'm pretty particular about that. So I'm going to get all that done. I'm also going for a walk, or on a walk, with my sister-in-law. 2 days ago was her birthday. I got her some birthday gifts over here. A couple of house plants. She loves those, and a new towel and a decor piece. So I'm excited to give her that stuff today. And what else is happening? Knox is scuffing his feet when he walks. I'm gonna try to get cleaned up before I go on a walk this morning, because after I go for a walk and come back home, I might not have time to get all the cleaning done before they get here. They said my delivery window was between 1 and 6. 1 and 6 is a pretty far jump, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be here right at 1 o'clock. That's just how I feel. So, yeah, let's get some cleaning done.
I promise I'll show up when your life's too rough. If you wanna have me there, I know I'm like a walking space. No matter how you talk with me, you never know what's up. I don't even think I'm in my league here, but I'm so hypnotized by these feelings. I wanna know, are you feeling close tonight? I wanna run now, out of this cage into your heart, made to get lost inside. I'm falling to you.
Starting with the dishes is always a great starting point, especially if you're ever just feeling like, oh, I don't know where to start, there's so much to do. Start in the kitchen. At least get the dishes done, get the counters wiped down, and that alone will make a huge difference in your overall space. At least in our case, we do live in an open concept space, so as soon as you walk through the front door, the kitchen's the first thing you see, and if you come through the back door, it's the first thing you see. So having the heart of the home clean, in my opinion, is I don't know, it's just the number one spot that you want to tackle first, especially if you have company coming over. But nobody is even having company. What am I even talking about? Anyway, I'm now just going to get the space cleaned up a little bit. I got to pull out the fridge and clean behind here because it's been a while. It ain't bad at all. So it's really not bad. I'll show you guys what it looks like back here. Dun, da, da, da. This side's a little bit dirtier, but nothing I can't clean up real quick. This side is not bad at all. I actually just cleaned this out not too long ago, whenever I did the tile. So yeah, I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I'm gonna get my steamer though, because I think it'll be a little bit easier to get all that gunk off the floor. So I gotta pull the fridge out a little bit more. So the spill back here, I'm pretty sure that this was Worcestershire sauce that somehow went down the grout lines and then just sat here. So it's a little stained on the grout. Even with the steamer, I was definitely struggling getting a lot of it up, but I just did my best. I mean, really, nobody's gonna see it. So I'll save that for another day. Maybe I'll go in and re-grout the lines in here and make it look fresh and new. But I mean, let's be real. How often do you pull out your fridge? Now, I did want to point out the cabinet door that you can see is a little messed up right there. The wrap that's on the cabinets is peeling off, and it started peeling off a while back, and I think it's just from the heat from the oven being right there. Our old oven was definitely messing up, so that's actually when it started. But anyway, So I think I want to take that cabinet door off and make this into drawers. I think they would be so much more functional. I just feel like this cabinet is like kind of awkward where it is by the fridge. I think it would be so much nicer having some more drawers in our kitchen. Like, we don't really have a whole lot of drawers for spatulas, and I love the drawers that are by our coffee pot because we keep our coffee in there, you know, our Ziploc bags and things. And I think it'd be really cool to have a spot for bowls, Tupperware, that's in a drawer and not like in a cabinet where like everything just gets like thrown in there. So I'm definitely going to be looking into replacing that pretty soon. But after I was almost done cleaning, my sister-in-law called and she's like, hey, I'm about to leave the house, like meet me at the park. So I was running late at this point because I done got distracted by cleaning. So I had to hustle and just kind of clean up and leave things the way that I had them. So we'll pick up in just a little bit, but I did stop by Dollar Tree on the way back and I was just in love with all the spring stuff that they have and all the containers and storage. I definitely splurged a little bit, but I enjoyed myself. And if you haven't been to Dollar Tree recently, go check them out. But just be careful, y'all, because these prices are all jacked up. Look at all the good stuff they have. I'm back from my walk. And I also stopped by Dollar Tree. You probably already got to see that footage. If not, I'll include it now. But I shopped around for a little bit. It was fun. I found some really good stuff I'm really excited about. And I recall myself saying, I'm not going to buy organizing bins and organizing things because they don't help. The problem is overconsumption, and I do agree with that, but the person I was last year is not the same person I am today, and I will I will say that I'm excited about the organizing stuff because it's making me feel motivated to get the house in order. So sometimes I think clear bins and like, you know, aesthetic things can kind of help motivate you, and that's kind of how I feel right now. So I'm excited about the stuff I got. Plus, there were some things I bought for the fridge. Since we are getting a new fridge, I wanted to get some like new organizing bins. Yeah, I splurged a little at Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree is dangerous because like you think you're getting a lot for your money, but when you get up there, like $1.50 is a lot more than $1. Like I remember when Dollar Tree was $1.07, and now it was $1.25, and now it's $1.50. It's insane. So yeah, I don't care. I'm happy with the stuff I got. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna finish cleaning. I do need to pull the stove out since I didn't have time earlier. I'll wipe all that down, mop behind there. Behind the fridge is fine, but I do want to clean the outside of the fridge a little bit. Just finish cleaning in the kitchen, I guess. And then I'll see what I got as far as the organizing stuff to decide what I want to work on first. I probably need to, why is there a sock? I probably need to eat before I end up getting too busy and then skipping a meal. I'm really bad about that. Oh, whenever I was sick, blowing my nose a lot, I got a sore and it will not heal. It hurts so much. I thought it felt better this morning, but apparently not. So one of the things that I picked up from Dollar Tree was this little accent rug just to put by the front door for things not to track in. It's actually pretty nice. I might actually put it back. No, that rug's fine. I'll put it in here. I know I told y'all about the steamer that I have and how much I love it, but let me just tell you, once again, if you were like on the fence and wanted me to test it out a little bit longer before I like truly like would say, okay, yeah, this is like the best thing ever. This is the best steamer I've ever owned. I love that it stays on whenever you hit the button. And you can just steam away. It doesn't take forever to heat up. It actually heats up really quick. It's kind of surprising how quickly it heats up. And I mean, it has a lot of power. It has 3 different modes. I could rave about this thing all day long. I'm not going to. I will link it in case you are interested, because I did talk a little bit about it in a previous vlog, so I don't want to bore you. But if you're looking for something that's going to make cleaning a lot easier, this is definitely for you. I really, really love this thing. So I was like cleaning the fridge and everything, and I don't know, did I tell you guys what happened? I don't think I told you the story. I got a little story time. So how about after I went through the whole process of freaking out because our freezer door was not shutting. We ended up emptying all the food out and putting it into a deep freezer in the kitchen by the back sliding glass door temporarily. Well, after we took everything out, we were able to clean the freezer out, including the bottom, and we noticed a very large piece of ice at the bottom of the freezer. Well, took that piece of ice out, and guess what? The fridge door shut, or the freezer door shut. So there was really nothing wrong with it after all. Somehow that ice had just I didn't even see it, is the crazy part, because you couldn't. It was like so clear. I don't even know. I feel dumb. But and I even hammered y'all. I was hammering the freezer door and everything, because I swear to you, you could not see that ice at the bottom. I promise you. I did everything. I even wiped it clean, but this like slab of ice was just sticking out just right. Like, I don't know how, it's hard to explain. I should have been filming when we cleaned it out, but anyway. And then after I had already went and picked out a new refrigerator, got all excited because this is something I've wanted for a long time. Then I had to make the decision, like, okay, do I just cancel the order and just keep the old one? Or do I just go ahead and get the new one? So it was, it was one of those things. And I felt like, we'd already kind of budgeted out for it. Like, this is what our emergency fund's for. Like, let's just do it. I wanted one anyway. So I'm glad I got it. I feel like a little spoiled person. But, sometimes you need an upgrade. And this is one of those moments. So I'm really thankful that I ended up keeping it. And the good news is I was able to clean this one up really well, and my brother's going to use it. So it's a win-win. They just pulled in. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Let's just get one last look before we have the new one. I'm so excited. Oh, I literally can't wait. Where are you going? Don't leave, sir. I hear him backing up. He said, I'll take off your door, but I'll put it back for you. I hope so. Really hope so. Look at her. She's so pretty. Yay. Hey. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it looks incredible. Wow. All this space for activities. Look at it. I was going to say it's beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm talking in my dog voice. Oh my. What do you think of my new bridge? I like it, Mom. You like it? Oh, wow. I can like lay in here. This is so nice. It is so nice. Oh my gosh. I got to get all this out so I can get it all set up. Get all the plastic off. Now this one doesn't have the water dispenser, which I'm okay with because we don't use the water out of here anyway. But it does have like the ice maker. Boom. And it even came with this guy to scoop the ice. If you could get your nostril out of there. I like it, Mom. One thing I love about this fridge is that you can open like this side or this side. Like, you don't have to have the one side open, you know what I'm saying? Or anything like that, I don't think. Oh no, perfect. That's so great. So if we need to just get something out of this side, boom, you don't have to open the whole fridge. But wow. So hear me out. My mom and I were going over like different design ideas for my kitchen. Because we can't leave stuff alone. It's fun to like brainstorm. So let me tell you what the idea was. So fridge, instead of it being here, it would actually be over here in the center. And this is about how far it would stick out. But then on either side of the fridge would be built-ins. So it'd be like really thick, wide cabinets. I could have lots of drawers for like pots and pans, all kinds of good stuff. Whatever I want, I could have it in those cabinets. Then island would be gone. And then we'd have a peninsula here, okay? More counter space next to the stove. And we could put the stove in the center with a hood above it, change the cabinets up. Like, that would be so nice. I think we're on to something. But for now, it's going to stay like this. I mean, that would be a pretty large project. And honestly, I think if we were going to put a lot of money into anything, it would be making our living room a little bit bigger. up the street, I think I told y'all this already, but I'm gonna tell you again. Our neighbors are extending their living room out, and it looks so good. So good. I'm sure it's like a $20,000-$30,000 project though, but that would be so nice to make this space like so much bigger, like extend it out that way. So that's always a project down the line if we want to do something. Right now the kitchen is functional and beautiful, so it's fine. But it would be pretty cool to like reconfigure things and make it like I don't know, I think it would be cool to kind of separate the two spaces too. Instead of it just being like one big walking area, you'd have like your kitchen over there, like a designated kitchen space. I don't know, I'm just brainstorming. But I don't know if I said this yet, but we're having street tacos for dinner tonight, so I gotta go get some steak for Dylan's tacos. He doesn't have any creamer left, and I had to get one other thing. What was it? We need creamer, steak. What am I forgetting? Oh no. Got cilantro. Let me double check, make sure we have, oh, ranch. We're out of ranch. Today's the day I organize the fridge. We already have a couple things in here right now, but I still gotta get like all the tape off and like all the plastic. So I'm gonna work on that really quick, and then I'll get the rest of the door, or like the little, what are these called? The shelves and the doors, and we'll go from there. Get this drawer out. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's made well. It's hard to get this stuff in and out. There is nothing more satisfying than peeling all this plastic off. However, this was a pain in the rear end. I'm not going to lie. Like, these drawers, they sit in here really well. They're really sturdy. So it was kind of hard to get them in and out. I'm just not used to it because like the fridge I have is very like cheap plastic. Like everything pops out very easily and it's light. This is like glass, you know, it's nice. I'm really impressed. And then I didn't even peel all the plastic off yet. So all the silver that's inside the fridge has a little bit of plastic on it, but I think I might leave it, to be honest, just for now at least, and try to keep it as protected as possible because you can't really tell. But all of my fridge is supposed to be like fingerprint resistant or something, I think is what it is. So that's really nice. The stainless steel like stovetop that we have, every fingerprint shows, and we've already touched the fridge multiple times and it still looks clean. So I appreciate that so much. And that was one of the reasons I ended up going with this one, and I almost didn't because of the color. I was like, oh, do I really like how matte it is? You know, I kind of like the shiny finish. But then the more I thought about it, I'm like, I struggle keeping my appliances clean. Like, I have to wipe them down daily if I want them to look nice. So I'm so glad I ended up going with this one that is supposedly fingerprint resistant. Oh, this can only be up here. This can go down. This can come over here. But these kind of have to stay where they are. It's fine. I'll figure it out. Alright, so this is the old fridge setup currently. I wanted to give like an overview of just like the difference between this type of fridge and then the one that I'm about to put everything in, and show you the difference in like how it can all fit better. I think what I'll do is probably just unload everything onto the counter. It'd probably be a lot easier that way. I can go ahead and sort through, find anything that might be expired, and then start kind of loading into the fridge. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. How did all of those not just bust? That is crazy. I have never been so excited to put food away in my life. This has like never been my thing, like organizing a fridge, but it is today. It will be this week, this month, probably for the whole next year. Hopefully it never wears off, because you know how like the new always, wears off eventually, like let's be real, but right now I'm loving it. I'm going to be reorganizing this fridge every day and wiping it clean. And if anybody, and I mean anybody, puts anything where it don't belong, Mom's freaking out. I'm just kidding. Kind of. But no, this is just so exciting. And I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, when I realized that the old refrigerator was not actually broken, I was like, oh gosh. Now I feel kind of bougie, because I'm a firm believer, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I'm telling you, if you would have known the week that I had leading up to that door not shutting that day, I could have broke the door off. I could have drugged that refrigerator outside myself. Like, I was that just was the breaking point. So, and I know to some that y'all are going to be like, what in the heck, girl? It's a refrigerator. Like, get you the refrigerator. But this is huge for me. It really is. This is my first ever refrigerator purchase in my entire life. The old fridge that was here when we bought our house. Like, I didn't get to pick that out. I didn't get to go and like open the doors and choose one for myself. I've never ever gotten to do that. So this is big. And I'm 33 years old. So this is it's like Christmas to me. I am just so happy. By the way, I would have never been able to choose a refrigerator without y'all's help, because there is so many different types of refrigerators. Who knew? I mean, like I said, I've never went shopping for one before, so I didn't know, but there is a Kenmore, LG, a Whirlpool, there is Samsung, you name it, there's a ton. And they're all different, and at the same time, they all look the same. So it was very overwhelming. I loved a lot of them. There was actually one that I really wanted. And I was like, I told Dylan, I'm like, what's $500 more if you're getting the one that you really want? But I could not do it. And actually it ended up being almost $1,000 more than this one. But the only difference that it had was that it had a water dispenser on the inside of the fridge. So it had like on the side, like where that little light is in the background, you could get water from like the side there. And then it also had like dark interior. But it was like, is that necessary? Like, as long as the doors open and function and I have a big enough freezer space, I'm fine. And this one checked off all the boxes and was much more affordable. Oh, and one of the things I really liked about this one in particular is that it didn't have the ice dispenser on the outside of the door. I did not want that, because every time we opened the fridge before, water like from the ice would spill all over the floor, and then the dogs would track through it, and it just kept the floor so dirty there. So I am so glad that we do not have that anymore. If we want ice, we'll have to scoop it out from the freezer. Okay, the fridge has been all organized as best as I possibly can. Like, functionality purposes, I'm trying to like group things together, but I don't know. We'll like play around with it as time goes on and see what works best if I need to move anything. But I'll give you like a little fridge tour. So we have milk and creamers. I've always heard not to put those like in the door, just because like they're constantly being open. They don't stay as cool. So like any dairy product should really be like in there. I have a little bit of alcohol here at the top. I bought these like little wine holders from Dollar Tree. So I put those up there. And then I got leftovers, eggs, all my yogurts, and my cottage cheese back there that I try to eat daily. Drinks are going to be all here. So I'm going to do like canned drinks across this side. And then this is going to be filled up with waters and more Body Armors and Propels. We got vegetables, fruits. Meats and cheeses are all down here, so I could just basically try to split it up and put all the cheese on this side, all the meat on that side. And then I got like the jars of salsa and pickles. Random stuff here: sour cream, chicken broth, beef broth. I like to keep my tuna in the fridge. I know that might be weird to some, but I like it in there. And then I got all the condiments that we would grab for like a sandwich, and then all like the barbecue sauce and grilling, condiments together. Butter's up here, and that's it. So now we're going to move on to the freezer section. Hey, I got little nuggets of ice. I did read though that you're not supposed to eat this ice or drink or use it for 3 days. So it needs to fill completely up, 24 hours. Dump it out. And then whatever ice is new from there you can have. But it does take 2 to 3 days to fill up this bucket. So hopefully it hurries up. Oh, I just noticed this can move. That's nice. Like, can it move like all the way down or just a little bit? Wait, well, that wouldn't make sense. How do you get it out? I've never had a freezer on the bottom before, so this is definitely going to be one of those things I'll have to just play around with and see what works best. But the plan at this moment is to do all the things that we get to on a regular basis at the top, and then like meats, veggies, fruits and stuff, and then like wild grain pizzas, all that will be at the very bottom. What's nice about this one is like on the actual front face of the freezer, you can put pizzas in that cubby, so it's like super functional. Really love the space that this one had. So this is kind of random, but I did start a new skincare routine. I got some CeraVe products. Like some retinol, some overnight serum, eye cream, all that. And I also got some CeraVe sunscreen. But I am noticing my face is kind of red today. Maybe it's the retinol doing its thing. I don't know. It kind of looks plump and dewy, so maybe that's a good thing. Beauty is pain, is what they say. I'm probably going to lay off on the retinol for tonight just to, and like try it every other night for a little bit. But why am I so red? This is why I don't do skincare. This is why I don't put nothing on my face. Because of this right here. It gets red and blotchy. This is why I use a bar of soap to wash my face, and that's it. And then I use my CeraVe moisturizing cream that has like 0 product in it. Very, very simple. Because if I use anything, I break out. So hopefully it's just a little redness and it'll be gone tomorrow. I'm going to try to stay out of the sun. Like I said, I have sunscreen on because I put that on this morning, but I feel like that could be, well, I don't know. I guess I did put blush on. It could be the blush. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting this out of my house. Pins, so I can fix him. Get over here. You got your toy. You got him toy. Come here, bring him. Show me. Zoe, come down. You got his toy. Yeah. Ma'am, what are you doing? So this right here is why I do not sweep. I usually vacuum because if I make a pile somewhere, the dogs will stand in it or eat it. It's crazy. But I did decide to move the kitchen island back. I just like it better facing this way, especially now with the open shelving in the kitchen. These pendant lights have got to go immediately because they're not centered and then they look kind of weird. But I mean, add it to the list of things, But this functions better. And then this time when I turned it, I actually pushed it back more, like towards the dining room. And it gave us a lot more walking space on the other side of the kitchen. So I love it. Now I just got to get the fridge out of here and we'll have all kinds of space again. But I'm going to go ahead and sweep and then just kind of tackle some more cleaning because it desperately needs to be done. The kitchen island had gotten to the point where it was pretty scuffed up and there was like some scratches on it, so I wanted to touch this up really quick. I do plan to repaint this, and I would like to paint it the same color as the pantry, just so it kind of ties together. But in the meantime, touching this up will just make it look a little bit fresher and cleaner. So I'm going to just go through with this tiny little paintbrush, it's all I had on hand, and touch up some of the areas that needed it. By the way, I could not remember the name of this paint color. It's a really pretty chocolate brown. It actually goes on kind of like more of a cocoa style chocolate, and then when it dries it turns more of like a dark chocolate with like a tint of green in it. I really like it. Some people were like, that's a poop brown. I mean, I get it because I mean, everybody is different, but in person, I promise it's like really pretty dark, rich. The camera does kind of pick it up a little bit differently. Like even like, see, look, when I'm painting it on, doesn't it look kind of like not good? But whenever it dries, it's really pretty. And this quality of paint is amazing. What is this called? Let me go look. I always forget the name of this paint, but it is hands down the best. Whether you paint it with a roller or a paintbrush, it always leaves such a beautiful finish. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. It's called the Valspar Reserve One Coat Interior Paint and Primer. So yeah. And I can't tell you the name of it because it's faded like so badly. Oh, yeah. I have no idea what it's called. I'll have to go back on my videos. Maybe I'll just link the one where I originally painted the island this color. It'll definitely be in the description box of that video. There is nothing better than opening up a brand new mop head. And what I like to do when I get a new mop head is I like actually mop the walls first. So I do this every time I get a new one. I will get really, really hot water, a little bit of Dawn, and typically like a little bit of a good smelling scented soap, like a tiny drop just to kind of get the scent. And I will mop like the cabinets, the walls, the doors, everything with this before I actually use it on the floor. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Maybe, if I can get it open. It's a perfect duster, I swear. If you've never done this, you should. And I'm not gonna lie, we go through these pretty often because our floors are pretty gross. With the dogs, the kids, us going in and out, we do wear our shoes in the house. I know, someone's gonna be like, ew, but it is what it is. Y'all ignore all my organizing stuff.
You used to touch, I used to dream. We used to say you're the prettiest I've ever seen. So long ago, before it all went down in flames, we were harder than a wooden beam. How could we know that it was all wrong? We've been out of love, yeah, for so long. Yeah, how could we know when it was all done? Yeah, now here we are and we are long gone. Live fast and die young. Tell me, do you wanna rewind for a while? Oh, hey, red flames. Tell me, could we do it again one more time? Do it again one more time. With candy eyes and all the dreams, you told me twice that you're the only pretty girl for me. So long ago, when we were free, yeah, for a while.
So I look a little crazy, but I went and washed my face off. I wanted to give you an update on the CeraVe. I am never using that shit again. Seriously, look at this. Like, I am so red. I'm done. I'd rather just age than have to deal with this. This hurts. My face is literally on fire. And mind you, I used like the smallest amount of this. I did like a little bit here, a little bit on my neck, and then like on my forehead. But the only thing I used this morning that was different was the CeraVe sunscreen. It could be the sunscreen that's irritating me. I don't know, because I did put this on this morning, and I was fine this morning when I woke up. It wasn't until after I put this on, so maybe it's this. Who knows, but definitely not putting that on my skin no more. I'm just going to let it breathe and hope that it goes back to normal and doesn't screw up my skin, because usually whenever this happens, I end up breaking out so bad. So fingers crossed that does not happen. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick update. Really quick. House is all clean. I did scrub all the walls down. The only thing I didn't end up doing was mopping the floors, and really it just boiled down to the fact that my face is on fire. And the more hot I get, the worse it feels. So I'm taking a break for a little bit. But in my next video, we are going to be deep cleaning this refrigerator, this old one. Girl, find the handle. So I got to clean it out, get all the old stuff out of there. And then this is going to go out in the carport temporarily until my brother comes and picks it up. I have a ton of cleaning, organizing, and decluttering to work on. I got these totes full of like some organizing things. So yeah, the next couple videos are a lot of like spring cleaning, trying to get my life in order, and hopefully give you lots of motivation. So like, comment, subscribe, leave a little flower emoji in the comments below. Let me know that you watched this video and that you enjoyed it. I really appreciate your support and like all the engagement and anything I can get. I really, really appreciate it. It helps my channel so much. But yeah, that's it for today. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.